Hi, my name's John. If you're here watching my videos, tap the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. If you like my videos, hit the bell icon so you can get notifications for new videos. And at the end of the video, you can hit the icon in the center and also subscribe to my channel. Okay, now I'm gonna do this again. I don't know what happened, but anyway, today's March the 11th 2020. We're back here working on my 99 Ford Expedition. It's got the 5.4 liter in it. It actually runs pretty good considering it's got 200,000 miles on it. As you can tell, it was taken care of okay. I mean, the guy serviced it regular, but you know, he didn't care if it had leaking gaskets or anything like that. But that fuel rail right there, last time I came in here and had to redo the spark plug, put that insert in the spark plug hole, it started leaking down here. So I've got to replace that seal or the O-rings on that gasket or on that injector, that one right there. And I figured since I'm gonna have it apart, I'll do all four of them. This is a Ford, of course, I think I told you that. And this side is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other side is 5, 6, 7, and 8. But I'm gonna replace all the O-rings on all the injectors. I'm gonna replace all the spark plugs except the one I just replaced a couple of months ago. And I guess I should have done it when I had everything apart. And I may have to replace that the back coil. I shouldn't have to replace these two front ones. I mean, they're not fouling out, they're not giving me any coats. I'm sure they're going to eventually, and I'll change them then. But first I've got to take this hose and that hose off, and I do that with a pair of long needle nose. They have a crooked tip on them. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, these right here, it's just a long pair of needle nose, and I can reach up in there and it's just big enough to get on that little, they have a plastic clamp on the end of them, and each side of that clamp has a O-ring on it, and you just squeeze that clamp down and then it pops off. When I get it apart, I'll show you. I don't have the tripod for my camera out here today, so I'm just gonna have to take it all apart, and you'll have to trust that I did it, and then, you know, I'll come in and show you what's going on next. And I've got a small tripod. When I start putting all the spark plugs and everything in, I'll let you see that. Well, I may try to do it just, you know, with y'all watching. But anyway, let me get this all set up and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see down there, I've got most everything out of the way. I still haven't pulled the wires off of the coils. Right there you can see the new coil I put in there. It's an A-cell coil. People have said them aren't the best to put in there, but you know, that's the second one. Actually, it's about the fourth one I've used on Fords that I've repaired, and haven't had any problem out of them so far. So I guess I'll continue using them until I do. Behind that yellow one, right about there, is the coil I've got to pull out. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a coil and a spark plug in that hole. And then this one I'm just gonna pull out, and this one right here I'm just gonna pull out and put a new spark plug in it, and this one's going to get a new spark plug. That one's had a new spark plug. It's got that cert in there. It's not a quick cert or anything like that. It's that high dollar one. A kit. The kit for that with 8 certs, enough for the motor, is the cheapest I found was $239, which that's the one I got. I ended up getting it off of Amazon. When I get back on here, I'll show you the kit number, okay? Give me just a minute. Be right back. Okay, try this again. My battery went dead. I didn't realize it stayed on that whole time. What I'm going through right now, I've got everything back together. Got my hoses back on. I was gonna buy the new O-ring clips, but I couldn't find any in the right size, so I bought an O-ring, couple of O-ring sets, and put just new O-rings in both of them. The clips clipped and held, so I'm gonna do it that way and hope it works out. I put new O-rings on this first injector because that's the one that had the O-rings that were leaking. Hopefully they don't leak again. I replaced the back coil. I replaced all the coil boots, and I broke, let me see, I broke the number 2 coil where it bolts to the block or the intake. So I put the number 4 coil on the number 2 coil. Hopefully the number 4 coil's good and it's not the one that was bad. So let's try to start this thing up. I'll put y'all right here. Hopefully y'all can get some of that. And well, let me see here. I'll take y'all out of the case because I don't have a stand here. Give me just a second. Alrighty. Set y'all right there. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna start her up for you. I hope. Okay, well, it looks good. It sounds good. So far there ain't no leaks. I didn't have any Vaseline to put them injectors back in, but they're not leaking, so I'm going to call it good. And get in here right quick and see if it's missing. And if it ain't missing, I think we're going to be good to go. Okay, there's that miss again. I believe that coil is bad, and the only reason I put it back on is because I broke the other one. I'm gonna have to order some coils online because I don't want to buy a whole set for, you know, $400 here in town. I can get them off eBay. I can get a whole set of them for about 40 bucks. So that's what I'm gonna have to do, but it's running good enough now to drive back and forth to work. I'm gonna take my code machine, my computer, and stick on here and see what cylinder's misfiring now, and if it's the same cylinder, then I've got other problems. But anyway, that's it for right now. We'll see you later. Okay, I'm back. I told you I put the number 4 coil in the number 2 hole. I replaced the boot, and I replaced the spring inside the boot, and it misfired on number 2, so that coil's bad. And I went and found another coil that I had, so I put it in there, and now she runs fine, runs smooth, starts every time, no more codes, so we're all good. But I broke this one. It's still good, but the piece is broke. I may try to epoxy that back on there. I still have the piece, but what happened was the boots, they get stuck in the hole onto the spark plug, and you can't get them out. I didn't realize all you had to do was take a pair of needle nose and twist it, and it'll come right out. I never had that problem with them sticking, so, you know, but these have been on there for quite a while. So what I did is, you know, that's the reason I ended up putting new boots on them. I didn't want to, they're $35, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, I'll have them if I need them later. As far as that goes, you know, everything's got new boots on that side. I'm not going to work on the other side till I absolutely have to, because it's a nightmare on these vehicles. The passenger side's hard enough, but then to get to the right side, you got to take this off, and then the fuel rail off, and I think that is the exhaust recirculation. Yeah, I think it recirculates gas or exhaust gas through the manifold somehow. And I mean, you can see them down there, but they're amongst a lot of crap. You know, I'd have to take a lot of stuff off. This was bad enough, you know, not knowing what I'm doing half the time. I mean, I know how to do it, it's just getting in there to it. And you know, I got to take a lot of stuff off that I never dealt with before. I know older cars. I don't know a lot about these newer cars, but I'm learning. Not because I want to, this is out of necessity. But anyway, that's it for this one. If you like my videos, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share my videos with your friends. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.